Disney destination.
Disney Cruise Liner.
Now you would do that from stop number 4. That boat doesn't get here for an hour. So the way you would eat up time is stay there in the holding area and watch boats go in and out of the port and the bridge go up and down. The yachts go by, or you could go over to 15th Street Fishery and spend an hour eating lunch. And when you see us again, hop on the boat, take you over to 4, or just stay on the boat, we'll go to 1 and come back out. By the time we're back over at port, it's 12:45, and that will be the end. If you were doing Hollywood. If not, just don't worry about it. So this is stop number 5 over here, which is everything at Pier 66. Pier Top Lounge on top of the main hotel building. Rotating floor. They open at 5 p.m. It's a bar, mostly. And you got, villas, you got condos, you got a lot of retail. You got about 12 restaurants over here. You got a little water park and pools. You got a floating pickleball court right there. So I guess you got to be pretty good. I see a pickleball in the water right over there. That white thing. Right over there, right there. 2 of them. If you knock the ball in the water, you take your racket and go home. You're done. So I thought, a nice side hustle would be set up a little kiosk, have a drone with a grapple. So the drone goes up, goes over, grapples the ball out of the water and drops it back in the court. You charge them $15. Anybody over here has got it, because it's like $600 a night to stay here. Or you get a trained dolphin. Train a dolphin to come over when the ball lands in the water. It kind of uses his snout to push the ball back over and then pop it back with his snout back into the court. And then you just feed him a fish. Port Everglades, 1 boat in today. Over there, Disney Cruise Line. This is a nice little yacht here. It looks like an old 1930s or 40s coal-fed steamboat. It is not. That's a totally modern one built by Berger, no less. Berger Boat Company. Looks like an old boat. Hey, Dan. 17th Street. Over here you got the Hilton Hotel with a good restaurant called the Olive and Sea. They open at 3 p.m. Give you a free drink if you get an entree. Part of our cruise and say. If you had a credential, you can get into the port and go down to the cruise ship. It's a brand new boat, Destiny, Disney Cruise Line, in the Disney Notch and Terminal. Broward Convention Center. They got something going on here today. There's a lot of traffic with people going in there. And the hotel is called the Omni, 801 rooms. And that's kind of a destination. It's a 5-star and has a lot of retail and shops and things and beer bars and clubs. And then all the rest of it is the convention center. Everything on the other side of the bridge is the port. Tankers come in here. Container ships come in here. 15th Street Fisheries, a really good seafood restaurant. They've been over there since 1978. So you can hop off and get a free dessert with your water taxi ticket. Outside dining, inside dining, the entire left-hand side of the building over here, including the upper floor. And also this harbor is where tarpon come in to feed, because people throw leftovers in here, so they've now gotten the word and they just hang out, waiting for people to throw food in the water. That's a baby tarpon in the picture. That's a 4-footer. If you've got a full-grown tarpon hanging out, it could be up to 8 feet long.
Good morning, everyone. How is today so far for you? It is just lovely for us. Chilling, enjoying ourselves. We're about to go over to the water taxi and cruise around the different little canals and multi-million-dollar houses, just sightseeing, seeing what's out there. But we're gonna bring all that to you guys, so stay tuned, keep looking at my videos, and go ahead on and show your boy some love, like and subscribe, so we can get that subscriber number up. See you in a little bit. Peace out to the next video. Later.
It was constructed in the 1940s for Rocky Marciano. And the guy next door in the Spanish-style house is Tom Bodette. He'll leave the light on for you. You know him.
Go ahead and like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Let's get this chef with subscriber number up.
6 commercials for 35 years. He came up with that original catchphrase. The very first commercial, he tagged it with, "We'll leave the light on for you," even though it wasn't in the script. It was pretty certain that they would cut it. Leave it on the cutting. Doubling back, the yacht club over here on the left-hand side. You got the kids out there from the sailing school working with their Olympic instructors. They have a sailing school for kids. The guys in the orange and plate hose there, the coaching staff. Part of Lauderdale Yacht Club. Lauderdale Yacht Club, the LYC is what they go by. They've been over there since 1938. So it's kind of a summer camp. And they do this sailing school all year long. So, yeah, you get rid of the house like they did over here, which they had because that should have been on the historic register. The old 1936 build by Arthur Gall. That would have been called the Maison Blanche, the White House. So they couldn't sell it at $60 million with a 22-room, 7-bedroom mansion on the property. So they tore them down and offered the land for sale for $100 million, and it sold cheap. Seward Johnson, like sculptures. Over there, they started $1 million. Seward Johnson. And you got some people over here swimming. A local swimming hole called Beer Can Island. People have been doing that over there for years and years and years. Even at high tide, you just drop your feet down and stand up. You're not over your head. So it's an ideal place to dock your small boat, get off and take a nice swim. Even though the water temperature out here is probably about 82 now, 82 degrees. Even nice refreshing fresh water coming out of the Everglades. That's going to be hot too. The Everglades isn't very deep. The river is. Parts of the river down to 100 feet. Formed by an earthquake, they think. The river. We have two of them. This one's called New, N-E-W, translated out of the old Indian name, Hemershi, or New Water. They call it simply New River. The Spanish called it Rio Nueva. And this is about 22 miles, meanders through Broward County, and this is where they set up some of the first buildings because there was actually some usable land that was dry up along the river that you could build something on. So Stranahan House got built in 1901. That's still there, and you can tour it. The building that was built by Frank Stranahan back in, he was here in 1893, set up a trading post. Now the city up here is developed into more or less condos and apartments right along the river walkway, right along the river, and down Federal Highway. Now they've got the north side of the river developed, now they're working on the south side, quietly buying up old neighborhoods and tearing them down, so they're going to build high-rises over here to the tune of probably about 30 more, at least 30-story buildings. Some of them they want variants for higher. Building height restriction is 50 floors or 500 feet. The reason you can't get any higher than that is you got the airport sitting right over here, FLL, just a stone's throw away.
It's excellent. And so is a discount with your water taxi ticket during our Cruise and Save program. And there's a luxury tree house on the right-hand side. I really like that one. Yeah, look at this new house on the right-hand side. Look at all the windows. Kiss their privacy goodnight. Stop number 2 is our next stop. Stop at Southeast 9th Avenue. The shops and restaurants on Los Olas Boulevard. Stop number 2 is coming right up.
Subtractions or changes to this property. It's exactly the way Wayne left it 5 years ago. Moved directly into it, and he's the only one in there, plus his dog. He has a shepherd. These guys over here own Lago Bar on the beach, the big resort. This is the Harry Potter house. You might recognize the facade of this building as an illustration in one of the books. It even has the owl sitting up there on the roof. You remember the owl from the movie? I think they used that house in the movie Cape Fear, the remake of it. Nolte and Lang and De Niro were here for about 8 months filming instead of in North Carolina. Over here, the people working on the seawall, they knocked the whole dock down. That's gone. So I guess they're going to work on seawall construction. It's the Jared family, the Galleria of Jewelry. Here are 2 more of the houses that were built probably in the 1930s. And it's very rare to see 2 of them. Originally they were just small places occupied by regular people. Seawall construction, dock construction is all done by barge and a crane and a towboat from the water. So you don't have to have that stuff hauled through your house or your yard. There's another 1938 building. All right, you got 2 stops coming up. The last of the downtown Fort Lauderdale loop stops. Stop number 2 is Southeast 9th Avenue. That'll get you out to Los Olas. Number 1 is the main Los Olas stop. This is a 10-minute walk away to the east. You got off here and walk 10 minutes to the west, you'll be at stop 1. So we'll be back over here on the way back out. If that's really where you want to go. Stop number 2. We'll come back to it. Meanwhile, at stop 1, that's the beginning of the Riverwalk Walkway. Stranahan House is right off the boat right there. A couple of really good restaurants. You got Boathouse, part of the Riverside Hotel, the Green Building. They also have a cheesecake factory. And they also have New River Cafe and Bakery. And they got 28 restaurants going up and down the boulevard. Lovely shaded olive-free boulevard featuring lots of retail. All kinds of homemade stores, like if you want a homemade chocolate or if you want homemade ice cream. They got kiosks that you get to do. Riverwalk Walkway begins right here, head west, all the way up to Esplanade Park, the Discovery Science Center, or Hacienda Plaza. The Green Building is Riverside Hotel, Boat House restaurant. That's right here. Cheesecake Factory is in that green building, but it's on the other side, right there on Los Olas. Here's Riverwalk, there's the Stranahan House, and from this point on, we become an upbound road again, going all the way back up to 11. It'll take us an hour and a half to get up there, and this is one of our main, most popular stops, getting off at downtown Fort Lauderdale. Another boat in here about every 45 minutes. If you're further down towards Southeast 9th, come out to stop 2. Otherwise, you come up to here, stop 1, Southeast 6. Las Olas is at the stoplight up here. Cheesecake Factory, and right here is
Bring them up.